Hello, 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 Aries. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? Just got done taking a quick little lunch break, and it's so hot back here, I had to go get cooled in the air conditioning part of the house. So today I am doing your reading for the 9th through the 15th. So for those of you that are brand new, my name is Patty. I do intuitive tarot. It is divine driven, divine guided, and I hope that this will help you in some way, or you enjoy it, that you want to go ahead and subscribe and join. Hit that bell so you can get more notifications of these. So we're going to get started. I am still using this Oracle of the Seven Energies for the divine. I am slowly learning them. I've just been trying to read a bunch up on other things as well. We did have, or going to have, because I'm recording this early on, this is the 3rd of August, and we do have a new moon on the 8th, guys. It's coming up. So we're still in the waning moon until the 8th, which means we're trying to release all the negative energy, all the dysfunctional energy, toxic energy, anything that we have in our life that might be toxic and destructive in our life, releasing those energies so when we hit that new moon, we can start getting new abundance in, because we cannot get new stuff without releasing old stuff. It's like your closet's full of garbage and you want to put more stuff in there. How are you going to do that? That kind of a thing. All right. So definitely. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to pull 2 oracles for your current energy and your future energy. All right. And then we're going to get going from there. So we do have our first card out. Wow, it's number 10. So something's coming to completion. Divine is telling you complete. Get rid of that garbage. Probably. And it is the uncharted sea that he has there. So we're going to see what that is. Our life is pretty uncharted unless we really watch what the divine is doing. You sort of, once you learn how divine works, you can actually see it. It's like one of those dot-to-dot connection things, and then it turns out to be a picture, and then you color it. You know, as a kid, you used to do that. Oh, this is interesting. We'll take the first card. Thank you. Because this is your current energy is what Leo's future energy was. So we just got done reading Leo. All right. So this is a beautiful, beautiful. I love this art. I love this. I love the 2. The combination is just beautiful. The uncharted sea is the number 10. Okay. Look at that. I wish you guys could see the colors on that. If you're a reader, you should have this definitely in your oracles. Definitely. It's so high in energy. It's amazing. Let's see. So it's the number 46, but it is the number 10 in numerology, meaning that something is coming to a completion, but something new is coming. Like I said, you got to get rid of that, release that energy, and something new is coming up, right? So let's see what the divine's card means to this artist. So your comfort zone is sometimes exactly that, a safe, familiar harbor you've finally come to in yourself. You have a sense that you don't need more than what is available right where you have landed in life. Now, however, is not one of those times. Like the archetypal heroes, sorry, it's not a familiar word to me. The archetypal hero's journey, the universe is inviting you to step into uncharted waters. Something is stirring, adventure is calling. You may want to resist this urge because it will involve leaving your comfort zone, but embarking on a journey is essential for your well-being. Navigating the uncharted aspects of yourself means you won't have a map because no one else has ever been here. On this journey, you cannot rely on the help you would typically expect from others who have gone before you. The new territory is yours to explore. You're invited to be a pioneer, a path maker, a magical cartographer who draws your map with your own life force as the ink. Sorry, I was getting a couple downloads there. Definitely. And basically what it's just saying is, we can be our guides, but every guide, or, we can be our own map makers, but you got to have a skipper. You have to have a place to go. You have to have a beginning, an origin, and a destination. And the thing is, it's like our journey exactly. However, you really have to, whoever drew the map is the creator. So let them steer the boat. There's many times when I'm going through rough waters, and I'm in a storm, and I really and literally, I'm going to tell you a secret about me, sort of be transparent here, is I literally like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And I imagine a sailboat. I've been on big sailboats, and I imagine a sailboat, and I'm sitting in the back. And I'm like, and I'm holding on to the rail. I imagine, I can see it. I can see it very clearly. And I see them, it's like, what do you call it? Titanic, where they're like, ah. Well, this is not what they're doing, but they're up there and they're steering. So it's like, okay, you take the wheel for a while because I'm sucking at it. So you go and I'm going to hold on and you tell me where to go or tell where this boat's supposed to go and I'll follow. That's exactly sort of how I run my life. I look to divine and say, okay, if you're going to take me here, just tell me. If you're going to have me stay here, tell me. That's the thing, is that when you follow the divine, sometimes you're not in the same place for very long, or he moves you around, not for your purpose, but for somebody else's purpose. That's why, having several jobs for a long different time is like, okay, wherever you want to send me, I will go, because I'm supposed to touch somebody or learn a lesson there, or I'm supposed to be teaching somebody a lesson and they're supposed to be learning. So it just all depends on where that ocean is that you're in. Okay, so your current energies is the rescue, is the number 7 again. Okay, so we have the number 10 and the number 7. This is about your potential and your ambition. This is sort of like Sagittarius. This is sort of like what I did with Sagittarius this week. This is about your potential and ambition. But it is not about rescuing. When we rescue, we want to worry about what others think, worry about what others are happening to them, worry about what they're doing, worry about what they're thinking about us, what we're worried about, what's going on with other people before we actually rescue ourselves. We have to do that first. And then we can rescue other people. And excuse me, I shouldn't say rescue. We can help other people. They need to rescue themselves. Everybody has to rescue themselves. And it takes them and the divine to work together to rescue themselves. But what happens in that process, and this brings peaks of joy. It brings times that are going to be really hard, but then there's going to be really high peaks of joy. This is something that is called a reward, a blessing, but it also brings a transformation. So this is also the number 6. The transformation, what we want it to bring is peace, calmness, harmony, and we want to evolve into a new person that is much more a higher self. Okay, so that definitely is where this is headed. So what is it? Where are you at in your life that you really just don't know? It's uncharted seas. It's not familiar. It's stepping out of the box. What is it that you might have some curiosity about that you would like to do? It could be a hobby. It could be a job. It could be something, maybe jumping. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. I was going to say jump into a relationship. You don't want to jump into a relationship ever, really. If it's the right relationship, divine will definitely meld those two together quickly. However, you jump into a relationship, you're going to find that things are not what they seem to be. And you don't want to get yourself hung up in that. All right. All right, so we're going to do these here. I've got 4 cards. So somebody definitely is wearing themselves out completely. It's like you're in a hamster's wheel. I don't know if you guys know what that means. Like when you have these little hamsters or mice or whatever as pets, then they have a wheel that they run in and they exercise in, and they just keep going, but they're going nowhere. They're exercising so fast, but they're going nowhere. And they keep moving so fast, but they're going nowhere. Who's that? Who is that? Or who are you thinking of? That's that. Yeah, they keep doing the same things, but they just never get ahead. Keep doing the same way of something, never get ahead. That's somebody, and they're worn out. Okay. This is why you need to rescue yourself first. I don't know who this is. And the reason why you're getting worn out, it's sort of like, I'm not saying that you are, trust me, I probably am, is that when you do the same thing over and over and over and expect different results, that's called insanity. You have to change something up. Okay, you have to change something up. That's just the way it is. And this is the way that life is. And it's always evolving and changing. It's never going to stay the same. For those people, and I'm sort of partly there, I miss the old days. I miss being at the cottage and feeling safe and feeling comfortable in the ocean and the cottage and the bonfires and the marshmallows and just swimming in Lake Michigan. I miss those days. But you know what? Those are memories that we hold on. We have to keep moving forward. The ship doesn't want to keep going backwards. We've got to get out of our box and keep moving forwards. Boom, 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 boom. No, just joking. But the only way that we can move ourselves forwards is rescue ourselves from a lot of what we're doing to ourselves is living in the past. This is the waning moon time. I'm recording this on the 3rd. This is the waning moon time to release that. Because on these uncharted waters, we do not know what's coming up. They could be a million times better than what we ever expected. But if we don't keep moving forward in that process, then we don't reach it. So for somebody, the first card out is the 4 of Swords. So they're not getting rest. They're really spinning their wheels at work. And it's not in something that you enjoy. I don't know who this is. But you're really not enjoying it. It's really not your passion, your ambition, your calling. So what is this? Because your time is precious. You're not wasting time because you're learning something in the process. There is never you never waste time. It's just that you're learning something that maybe you don't want to repeat or you do want to repeat. And that's why I say you find your passion in your work so that you can thrive to the highest person that you could ever be. Because here's the thing, when you thrive in your work, you become more happy, you become more kind, you become more compassionate, you become more selfless rather than selfish. We definitely do that. And again, your center card is the Star, which is balance, which is happy, which is joy, which is showing your authentic you. Okay. So somebody may be thinking about, hey, I really need to change jobs. I really need to do something that I enjoy doing. You might have to go back to school to learn something. That's okay. Even if it's just looking on the YouTube and learning how to do things. Do you know, even as a leathersmith, so many things change. If I don't know something, even out of all the years I've been doing leatherwork since the early 80s, actually high school, 70s, late 70s, I'll have to go on YouTube and bless God for YouTube, because sometimes I'll go on YouTube and say, well, you know what? I don't know how to do that. Or have I done that before? And it's just been a long time, and I'll go to YouTube and I'll type in how to skybe leatherwork or how to skybe leather. Something simple like that. Trust me, I know how to skybe leather. But it could be something just I don't know how to do, and I'll go on there and I'm like, oh, I've done this a million times. But there's something to learn how to do, but I don't need to pay for a whole education to do that. I can do it for free. There's so much for free these days. All right, so we do have something new coming forward. And the thing is, we've got the Page of Wands, and then we have opportunities. We have huge opportunities. We have the 7 of Cups. So we also got to look at the numbers here too, because we have 7, 7, 7, 7. This is about your potential and your ambition. So we really need to pay attention to the number 7, because this is about your growth and your potential, ambition, and everything moving forward. Okay, the ship will not go backwards. Do you know that airplanes can't go backwards? Did you know that? I fly. So do you know that they can't go backwards? So they always have to move forward. Some people don't even know that. That's why they have the tugs pushing them out on the tarmac. So a lot of people don't know that. Or you have to go and get it in these little planes. You have to go get a tug and pull it yourself. The planes aren't that heavy, really. They're really not. The small planes aren't. But anyway, just an FYI. All right, so we have something new. However, you have your challenge card that you have to stop fighting yourself, fighting what your spirit wants versus what your head wants. Your head is your human side. Your spirit is your spiritual side, of course, your soul, your personality, your character, your integrity, everything like that. But this is your challenge card because in order to, once you pick something and begin to move forward, then you stop fighting. Then what happens is now you're going to start feeling the rewards. So when you do something like a hobby, I'm going to give a hypothetical. So when you do something like a hobby, say you love to, I don't know, water ski, and you go out there, whatever it is, think of whatever you love to do and on a hobby. And when you just imagine yourself doing it, what is the feeling that you get? You get this really happy, calm, peace. Yes, I love this. I could do it all the time. That's what your work should be. Really, that is what your work should be. And it doesn't end with you. It's just when you do your work, then it moves through you for somebody else. Okay. So, but this is what's happening is you're fighting yourself. I hate my job. I really don't want to go into work. Oh man, it's all about the money, about the money. You're in the wrong career. And this is what really adds more stress to your life. It can also shorten lives, definitely, because of the stress. Definitely. Stress has a lot to do with it. Excuse me, I just had a lunch, so that didn't seem to settle with me very well. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is telling me that somebody keeps looking backwards, keeps going to the past. Well, I wish it would be this way. It's not going to be. Or they keep looking to the past. Well, I wish, I like this guy, but you know what? My old boyfriend, my old girlfriend was this way. Stop looking at the past. They're not the past. It's really hard for you to keep moving forward. You have somebody coming towards you that is definitely going to, or something coming towards you that is definitely going to move quickly. And you might think it's going to be too good to be true, but it is not. When the divine works fast. But there is somebody in this background that actually is just, She's very social. She knows what she's doing, but she also knows how to manipulate. So this could be a male or female, but they know how to manipulate because they do have a shadow side. We all do. But definitely maybe a message coming in. Really question that message. If it is coming in, make sure that you get the truth and the facts on it. There may be an opportunity for two people to get together here. Okay. We got the number 2, which is bringing two people together. However, this is not a rescue mission. This is not a codependent mission. This is not an enabling mission. This is sort of like, okay, we're coming in whole. We're coming in together, and we've got like minds and everything. However, I don't know if this is so much a relationship. But we do know that two people may be coming together here. It could be through work. It's very possible. Or somebody may be trying to come up from your past that needs to stay in your past. I hate to say that, but they really, they're gone for a reason. So if they're coming up and they were in your past, really question what is going on. You definitely don't want to have heartache and headache and more worries like, oh my gosh, now which way do I go? Which way do I go? Because, they came into your life again and now messed everything up when you were goal-minded before. So if that's the case, if somebody comes into your life and you've got your life going in a certain way and now you're starting to get on track and you're starting to do good and you're starting to feel these peaks of joy coming up and you're working on your potential and your ambition of what you want to do for yourself, and somebody walks into your life, you keep going on that. If they're supposed to be in your life, they will come and follow you. or be with you through that process. You don't stop and say, oh my gosh, now they're there. Now they're going to, and I'm going to have to put not so much energy into them, but look at what they're doing. And, oh, now I got to be with them and I got to do it their way. No, you keep going. That's what called wholeness is. You stay on your own journey. You stay on your uncharted waters. You keep finding the right place to go, the destinations where to stop, what ports you're going to be in. But you keep moving, as uncomfortable as that is, you keep moving forward. And that person who comes into your life definitely keeps moving forward on their boat and their journey, whether it's alongside and parallel or separate. You need to keep doing your path. And if divine brings those together, the ships will meet. Okay, the ships will meet. But you keep two wholeness together. That's when you come into a relationship. That is when the relationship is going to work. Okay. All right. Oh, crap. I might have a short reading here. I don't think so. No, I'm good. Definitely. All right. So let's see here. So I'm between appointments, so I'm just doing this to get this going here. But definitely you really have to pay attention to where your ship is going. But you do have to get out of the calm waters sometimes to get into the little rough waters to know what is going on. Okay, and where you want to go. You might have to get out and, write the map a different way. I just went and saw, I took myself to the movies and I went and saw Jungle Cruise with Dwayne Rock. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. That was probably the best movie I've seen in a long time. It's just, like an old Indiana Jones. And, it's all about the map and finding the way and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to say anything about the movie, but it was, Disney did a good job and it was so funny. He is so funny. I just enjoy him as an actor as well as just a person. All right. But definitely, and that had a good message in it. Sort of, if you haven't seen Jungle Cruise, this is sort of like this. And so you should watch it. There's a good message in it. Really, really good message in it. All right. So let's see what else we got going here. The Tower, Death, and the Sun. Wow, that says it all. Okay, because we are waning. We have to allow that past or whatever is holding you back, keeping your ship in this one port. You need to release the rope from the dock and start going into a new direction. For somebody, it's a very new direction. Somebody, it's sort of a new direction, but maybe to the next level. I'm not quite sure how that is, but it definitely does need to go. We need to release that. Definitely. And if you're working too much and you're doing too much, it says, okay, we need to reevaluate the map and stop. It's like you're going in a circle. So you're like in a roundabout. Okay, and you're going around and around. So you need to stop the boat for a minute, pick which way you're going to go and follow it, because it's going to change your life. And it's going to change it for peaks of joy. Okay, it's going to change it for peaks of joy. It is something that is supposed to happen because it brings you the sun. So now you have balance. You have wholeness. You not only have balance and wholeness, you have your authentic self. You have all of the things that you would want and need between the two. And you have a freshness and a newness that you're going to like, ooh, just like having a hobby that you're having fun. It's like, woohoo, yay, yay, kind of a thing. And you just keep wanting to do it and go. Now, I'm not saying this is work, but you do have pentacles in here. But there is something coming, and then you're not going to fight your spirit very much. Okay, you're not going to fight your spirit very much because right now you've got this head spirit fight going on. And if you start following your spirit, nothing fights because it's like, you know what? I said we're going to do this. My spirit says we're going to do this. We're going to do it. So pay attention, head, because you're not going to stay comfortable where you're at. We're going to undock this boat and we're going to go into a new territory. Okay. And even though it might be a little scary at first, it could be really exciting. And the thing is, it'll bring you joy, whatever it is in the future. This is cool. This is really, really cool. All right, Aries, that is your reading. Now you've got some opportunities coming though. So be really, really mindful because you are in a situation where you are going to sabotage it so you can stay in comfort. Okay. A lot of the times Aries would just jump out of the chute and they go for it and then they're in the water and they're bored. It's like, oh man, just dock this ship and let me get off. I'm bored. Now you need to stay on the ship and chart new waters and then start and go again. And the thing is, you got to know what waters you're charting. So where is it you want to go? I'm seeing so many Aries, they start out as something, they get bored. Then they start something new and they get bored because they don't know where they're going. They don't even know what they want in life. That's the first thing when you chart a map. Where are we? Where do we want to go? It could not even boats. If you're traveling, you start at your home and then you're going somewhere and then you're coming back home. You don't have to come back home. Sometimes you can go and live in another country like I did. Then gradually you do come back home. But the thing is that you step out of the box. You try something new, something fresh, something that is going to bring you peace of joy. And get that feeling that you have when you have that hobby that you absolutely love. All right? It's huge. It's really, really huge. And I get that joy every day. Right now, I get that joy every single day. And I love it. I love it. And that's what I would love for you guys. I would really love for you guys. All right. All right, guys, this is your reading, Aries. I hope this helped. Please don't forget to smash the like. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a new moon reading yet because I'm trying to do some other uploads, but I will post that probably by the 5th. What is today? The 3rd. So a couple of days I'll post that thumbnail if I'm going to do that. So if you aren't subscribed, hit the subscribe bell and the notification, the little bell, and then you'll know when I'm on. Otherwise, there's like 3 new uploads coming up today and tomorrow. So get ready for some new uploads. One's on this spiritual battle that everybody's going. We're in warfare right now, I'll tell you right now, and it's going to get sticky. It's really going to get sticky. The other upload I'm going to do is on how you can hear God or how you can hear divine, because everybody has that capability to hear him and also to feel him in your intuition, to know which is really him and which is what you're really your head. There's a difference there. So those 2 uploads are coming. And then the 3rd upload, which I've gotten 2 parts done, edited, which is the picking up the pieces, the surviving, healing, and living with sexual abuse, and my story there. So that's almost done, but I might go ahead and start posting those part by part. So they're about 30 minutes long each. But this is something to help somebody who's been through sexual abuse or somebody who wants to learn how to walk beside somebody who's been in sexual abuse, or just educate yourself. All right. So hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. Take care, guys. See you on the, 16th, on the 16th live. Take care.